Welcome to the Bentelek Cooking Show. Today, let's make something. I didn't think I'd get this far, to be honest, but we're gonna make a dish that my mom used to make when I was a kid. I don't think a lot of people have had it. It's taco salad, but it's a rendition of taco salad. It's not just your regular, degular taco salad. Without further ado, let's get it. We got some ground beef, we got chives and a tomato. First thing we're gonna do, turn on our induction burner. We gotta cook this ground beef, and then we're going to cut up our vegetables. I'm super particular about never getting cross-contamination and whatnot, so we're just gonna make this as smooth as possible. You can use any ground beef. I like grass-fed. I do a 85-15, nothing crazy. Good stuff. Now, we're gonna let that cook and get rid of this plate. I forgot about this. We have a can of black olives. We're gonna use the can opener from 1987 to get that open. Okay, now we're just cooking the meat at a solid medium high. This right here, this is the Meat Masher 5000. This will completely and utterly separate all meat, and that's what we're looking for here, just to get a better angle. Look at that smashing power. It's exactly what we're looking for. Now, while that cooks, we're gonna cut up some vegetables. Take the pit out just like that. And then once we have a slice, we can just go something like that. This knife is insanely sharp. So all we did was separated it into 4 segments, and then we went and cut them into dices. Very simple yet elegant approach to a taco salad. Don't get it confused, a taco salad is not a very difficult dish to make, but if you do it properly, it could make all the difference. Let's give our ground beef a little bit of a stir over here. All of this is mise en place. We just need all of our ingredients finished, and then once the meat is cooked, we're good to go to assemble. Smoking up the county. Now for the meat, once it's fully cooked, I do a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I do a little bit of taco seasoning. Not a whole lot. Get that beef nice and cooked. Now here we have McCormick Original Taco Seasoning. This is just a solid seasoning to use. It's classic, it's simple, it's elegant. This is almost good to go. Now I don't have a spatula, so this gigantic spoon is gonna have to do. A little bit of pepper and a little bit of garlic salt. And then finally a little bit of taco seasoning. And by a little, I mean like a lot, like probably half the package. We're gonna mash that up with the Masher 5000. All right. Then I add a little bit of water and I turn the stove off. The residual heat will keep it warm. Now let's cut up some chives. And then just some black olives, and we're almost good to go. Now, I know some of you might not like black olives, which is totally fine. I personally really like them, so I put in a lot. Now we're ready to assemble. I have some cheddar jack cheese, as well as some shredded iceberg lettuce, and then Western dressing. And lastly, our bag of white corn tortilla rounds, bite-sized ideally. And this is the fun part, because really all we do is assemble. All right, we have our white bowl. Any big bowl will do. And now we're going to combine everything, but we're gonna do it in a way so that it all becomes a homogeneous, amazing taco salad. Take about a handful of chips, / 2 handfuls. We're gonna put in our black olives, put in our tomatoes, and then lastly, we'll put in our chives. Now, this is the important part. Before we go any further, we have to add the Western dressing to the mix. This is very important. Now, I like Western dressing. Western dressing is also just French dressing. You want to very much so sauce it up, okay? And we don't want to put in the ground beef or the cheese. We want to just toss this. I use a spoon. We don't want to break the chips until all of this is combined. All right, that's good. Now we add cheese, as much as you'd like. I love cheese. I'm from Wisconsin. I am the cheese man. I live in a house of cheese. I should never have started this idea. This will show everybody how much I love to cook. See, look at that. That already looks like a fantastic taco salad, but then we're gonna add this meat and run it up. Okay, look at that. That's great. That's great. Then we take a little bit of our ground beef. You can strain this if you want. In fact, I'd recommend it, but me, I kind of like that juice that's in it. So we add the ground beef, toss it up more. Look at that. That is amazing. Okay, alrighty. And the reason I brought out the lettuce is if you want to make this into a taco salad, actually a salad, you can do that. Otherwise, this can be served almost as like a plate of nachos, but instead it's mini taco salad. Still want to eat it with a fork. It's essentially a walking taco that walked into the nearest elite factory and came out looking like this. Let's plate it. I was gonna throw an apron on, but I decided against it. Just when I used to cook, it's crazy. I used to never leave a single speck of anything on my workspace, and it's just weird now. I'm just like, everything is clean. It has to be. Take a little bit of this, just put it down as if it was, oh, I don't know, just a fancy salad, right? There, that's good. We will go over here to our taco mixture. We will just kind of plate that. Let's get some meat up in there. If you like taco salad, and this can obviously be topped with sour cream or anything like that, or you can literally just put this out as a plate for some tailgate, any type of party, really anything. This will be the hit, guaranteed. I'm actually gonna eat this plate once I stop filming. And then what you can do is just take, look at this, yeah, that's fantastic. That's a $15 salad right there. Look at that. And then this right here is a $10 appetizer, which makes sense that it would be like that because the salad is essentially just lettuce with an appetizer on top. Anyway, let's give it a taste. It's just good. Shout out my mom for the recipe. When you're eating this, it's not gonna be all fancy. For instance, with this one, you can totally smash it up, turn it into a salad where the chips are essentially the croutons. That's fantastic. And don't worry, I'm not wasting food. My sister's coming over, she's gonna eat this other plate. Comment what you want me to make next. Let's go.